Mr. Truck here with the latest and greatest in trailer accessories. What I'm doing now is installing an Ultra-Fab 4000. And it's an electric jack. You know, now we do all this and all this all day long. Well, I do a lot of test trailers, and sometimes I'm doing this 3 times a day. It gets old. I'm 57. I'm tired of it. It's MrTruck. I got the folks at Ultra-Fab to send me this 4,000 pound jack. It's got a grease zerk on it. It's got a big foot on it. It's got everything that'll make it last forever. And it's going to be a quick and easy install. Just have 3 bolts to take off this jack and 3 to put the new one on, and a little bit of wiring, and I'll be done. But it's going to be great because this is just too much work to do, especially in the summer. It just wears you out. Because a lot of times I'm doing this to a loaded trailer too, which makes it a lot harder to crank. And as you can see, you know, look at my wood blocks down there. Now, you know, you get a loaded trailer, even when you chalk them, they'll move around a little bit. And you can see how unsafe that pile of wood I have underneath this jack looks. That's not the ideal way. Well, the Ultra-Fab 4000 also has a big round foot on the bottom of the jack, and it moves up and down 5 inches. So I can extend it down about the length of my wood blocks, which will help a lot. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take these jack stands. We're going to put them on each side of the tongue and then take the jack off, and that'll support the trailer while we're working on it.
Well, here it is, the new jack, the Ultra 4000 from Ultra-Fab, right out of the box. All comes complete, just buy a few eyelets to hook up to the battery. There's a foot at the bottom that extends out. You got 6 holes on the plate that goes to your coupler, so you can position it anywhere you need to be to fit most jacks, or most couplers, I mean. And it's you know, just three bolts on these things to take them out, and there's the nut on the bottom side is welded on there on this particular trailer. It's set up pretty easy to put together, and it's fast and easy operation. Just taking the old jack out, nothing to that, and then ready for the new one.
Now this hitch design you see on this Logan coach, there's also a second little triangle piece down there with a hole in it. That's the second brace for that jack. So the jack can't move side to side. It goes through 2 sleeves. One on the top of the bully dog type coupler and one down below. That steadies the jack. It's a good design by Logan coach. Now I'm going to take this foot off so that this will fit in that same jack hole. This is that adjustable foot. You can see the holes in it. So you can slide it down 5 inches and give you some length instead of using wood blocks like I've been doing for years. Now the 3 bolts that held the old jack on, I'll probably use new ones or maybe those, they're welded on the bottom side of this top plate of this jack. Not the jack, the coupler. Those bolts screwed into the nuts on top of this coupler that are welded in there. So they're in the right spot. All I gotta do now is stick this in here, the new jack, Ultra-Fab 4000. Line up my holes, and there. Now all I gotta do is bolt it back in and do the wiring. Now I'm just putting these bolts back where they were. Normally I would oil them up, but I'm not going to oil these up because I never take a jack off except when I'm doing something like this, a replacement type thing. So I'm not really interested in them coming out easy. These same 3 bolts. And there's one of them that's a pain to put in. I'll give them a finger tight first, and then I'll crank them down. Now that I've got the bolt, now that I have the jack bolted on top where the old jack was, I put this bottom shoe back on, pinned it on, and I've got it in the last hole so that you can see how much drop it has. So I won't need to use those nasty old blocks anymore. This will be good, and I can just pull the pin and slide it up there when I'm pulling it down the road, like this position here. Then I will adjust it to where I need to put the jack to match up to my truck. Now this jack, what's one of the many things that's unique about it is it has a grease zerk on the shaft. It already comes pre-greased from the factory. You can see it right there, and there's a little rubber sleeve that slides up over to protect it. So that way, you know, you can grease it. It says in here it's good for a year. I'll probably grease it about every 6 months because I use it a lot. But that is one of the cool things about this. Now there's that shoe at the bottom of the jack. It moves about 5 inches. It's got adjustable holes. And it has a groove in it on this side, so you can't put it in wrong. So basically it's idiot proof. There's the groove that's on the 5-inch adjustable shoe, and that same groove is on the shaft. That way you can only put it in one way. You cannot mess this up. Now I ran the heavy wires that come with it. It's at least 10 gauge. Followed the loom of my regular trailer plug into the tack room of this combo Logan coach. And it comes with everything. You got to buy the eyelets to go to the battery. But you can see right here is that's a fuse, inline fuse holder, and it's a slow fuse, a slow 30 amp fuse. So it didn't take me long to run this in here. I just followed all the wires, the normal wires that come in to the main junction box on this Logan coach. And now I'm done. It took me about 30 minutes, a little longer because of the camera, but that's about all it takes. It's got, of course, a light here, which is nice, so you can see what you're hooking up to, and you're hooking up at dark. Well, this Ultra-Fab 4000, the Ultra 4000, 4,000 pound tongue jack, I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. We use these a lot. And this is great. This is a product I recommend. We're going to go out and see if we can wear it out. It's going to take a while. Greasable shaft, 30 amp slow fuse on. It does have a breaker inside by the motor. So this is it's going to take a lot of the work out of jacking these trailers up and down. You know, it's I'm getting too old for that manual jack thing. I like it.